When I got here as a curator and I was in charge of the American collection, and I was looking at the existing collection at the time and noting its strengths and weaknesses, one of its greatest weaknesses was sculpture, and most notably a major monumental marble. There was nothing in the collection that would exemplify that high point of American sculpture in the mid-19th century. And what I was looking for was a marble sculpture that had substance and would really challenge the viewer. In 2012, I was notified by a New York dealer that there was the possibility of a major marble by William Wetmore Story being available. The subject is Saul, the first Hebrew king, whose story is told in the book of Samuel in the Bible. Story was invited to send his sculpture to the Dublin International Exposition of 1865. It seems to have been bought even before the exhibition opened by an English aristocrat. He bought it and made it the centerpiece of Rencome Hall, which was his country estate. Rencome Hall was eventually sold, and it went through a succession of owners. By 1920, the house and a fairly large parcel of land was sold to a man who wanted to create a private school, which he called Rencome College. And Saul was sold with the house. It was held by this school. The school wanted to very quietly sell it. So I flew over to England with the chief conservator here to actually look at the sculpture, and it did not disappoint. It was like everything I had been looking for. It was clearly a major work of art, and all we had to do was just clean it and restore it back to what it really did look like in 1865 when it came out of Story's studio.
Hello, I'm Corey Riley. I'm an object conservator here at the North Carolina Museum of Art, and we're currently conserving King Saul. He lived in a school in England for 150 years, and so there's lots of grime on the surface of him that we're cleaning off now before he goes on to exhibition. We're using some cotton swabs to apply an ethanol and water mixture here on an area that has not been cleaned. So I moisten the surface, and then we take a white Staedtler eraser, and then we're essentially erasing the years of dirt. Since he was in a school, I have some samples of bubble gum that came out from underneath his foot. We also have found some of this blue chalk, and what we kept saying is that it looked like pool chalk, and sure enough, in one of the pictures we've gotten from the school in the 1970s, it was right next to a snooker table, which is like pool, and they probably were using chalk on the end of their cues and decorating Saul over time. There's been glitter around him, a bunch of pine needles and such, even though he was never outside because they would decorate him for Christmas at the end of term. He was Gandalf and Santa Claus and all kinds of things for these events, and it's been really fun to get some of the pictures from the students showing their affection and love for him when they were at the school.
When I walked into the gallery and saw him seated majestically in the middle, I understood the full magnitude of what this acquisition meant for the museum. So really, the gallery is what made it so clear that this was really a transformative opportunity for the museum to share this treasure of American art.
This statue appeared out of nowhere. This was carved in Rome by an American artist who lived most of his creative life in Rome, and it was sold to a British aristocrat. It never was in America until it showed up here, but it needs to be here.